Hello everyone. How are you all doing? Doing. Good evening. Happy first Saturday of the month. It's 5th of this month. Happy Saturday. Let me see if I can go live on Facebook, on Instagram simultaneously. How is everyone doing? Happy Saturday. Hey Adrian, how are you? How are you doing today? I'm gonna make sure I check my comments so I can see who is here and who have any question. I have something important and dear to me that I want to share with you all. So I'm trying to connect to my Instagram so I can go live on Instagram as well. How do you go live on Instagram? Right here. Right here. Who is here? Hello, Enagbere. You must be from Nigeria. That's a Nigerian name. Edo. Middle belt to be precise. Am I right? Let me know. Drop in the comments if you are Enagbere or you probably married to a Nigerian man. Hi, Instagram. How are you? Let's see if I can take over. Hey, Coach Eli is host. Oh my gosh! Don't do that. 1 second, y'all. Okay, I'm live on both platforms. Married to a Nigerian, I figured. So your name is Shalander. How is everyone doing today? How are you guys doing? What's going on with you all? How is everyone doing? Lavon, if you're here, I want to bring you on. So let me know if you're here so I can bring you on. I can have you on my live. So I wanted to share with you guys the importance and taking advantage of this last 2 months. We have 2 months left in 2022, and you have to take advantage of this month. You don't want to waste too much time because you would need to use 2022, November and December, to do your prep work. You have to use it as a preparation phase because remember 2023 is a brand new year. You don't want to start 2023 preparing. If you do, you're going to waste the whole of 2023. So this is the appropriate time for you to prep and execute in 2023. Are you following me? It's a time for you to prep and execute. I was talking to my dear friend Lavon, and I have to go grab my notes. Lavon said something that was really important, and it stood out to me. It is that not everybody knows how to. Not every worker. It's not everybody. Like some people just don't know how to help or how to be like they're not a good worker, like they don't know how to interject or like transition into a startup. So if you're a startup business, you're gonna probably have situations or problem because the people that you want to hire, it's not all of them that have that skill set to work in a startup business. So that is why you have to come in this preparation phase to do all the things that is necessary for you to be in your next level. I don't know if I'm making sense. So meaning that we have different kinds of worker. Some people they're just not a good fit for startup. They just don't know how to integrate in a startup business, because it comes with the fact that you as the owner, you are also in your learning curve sort of phase. All right, you're still learning, you're starting up, right? So there's so many things you're learning, how to put things in place. You're not gonna have, like, Rome was not built in a day. It takes steps, right? It takes steps, it takes preparation, it takes organization skills, it takes the right mindset. So when I was talking to my friend this morning, she said that word and it stood out to me. So what I've come to say is that you're going to take all of this and make it a whole. You're going to use the rest of 2022 to prepare. If you have anything that is left undone, this is the right time for you to do everything that you need to do so you can go in 2023 prepared. You don't want to go in 2023. Lavon, if you're here, request to join my live. All right, Lavon. So if you cannot use 2023, you can start a brand new year. You should be launching, period. And if you want to launch, that means you have put everything in place to launch. You've done your homework. You've made sure every of your operation document is in place. All the courses that you need to take, you're taking them. You already took them. You already passed. All right. And you're prepping. All right. So by the time 2023 comes, you cannot afford but just to execute. I do not want you to leave any. My son is calling me. Ayo. I do not want you to come here. I'm here. I do not want you to leave. I do not want you to leave. Hey, Lavon, how can I bring you on board? I want you here, Lavon. Let's talk. We need to dialogue. Is there a way you can request to be on this live, Lavon? Please, I need you here. And that is the reason why I go live on my on my phone, because I always have technical issues, but I do have to bring Lavon here because we are a powerful duo and we want to help you guys transition into the new year, because a lot of you keep procrastinating, you keep pushing things back. You cannot afford to do that in 2023. You cannot afford to use the rest of the 365 days and work for somebody else. Especially if God has put it in your heart to be an entrepreneur. If God has put it in your heart to start a business. If God has put it in your heart to help people. Because remember, when you're bringing service to people, you're helping people. When you're doing COVID tests, remember that person is sick and they need to be tested so they can have a result and they can be treated. So if God has laid it in your heart to help people, you got to go in 2023 and say, God, I'm ready. It is you that you have prepared and done the work. God will help you based on your work. So this is the right time. Lavon, do I have you take action now? Absolutely. I'm not dressed. Lavon, what do you mean you're not dressed? What do you mean you're not? All you need to do is from here. This is everything that you need to show people. Okay? I need you to come on board. Go wear that makeup. Put on your lip gloss. Put on the thing that you need to put and come on here. I need you. All right? Otherwise, we would have to reconnect, because I need you to speak those powerful words to these people. Great minds, all right? Another thing before, because I'm going to leave that conversation till when Lavon comes. But then I do want to highlight something that is very important. I've come to realize that in drug testing business, if you want to survive, you have to do two things, guys. You have to do two things. Number one thing that I want you to do in your drug testing business or in any kind of business that you have, all right, is you're going to market your service. Let me tell you, at the end of the day, you have all this great stuff. You have all this account set up. You have all this good stuff already put in place. How do you want to, how are people going to know what you're doing? You need to be in people's faces. You need to make sure that you're attending events. You need to make sure that you're in all little, what are these events called? Like shop, pop-ups, all this good stuff. You need to be making sure that you're handing out your flyer, because that is what has been tested and that has worked. when it comes to business. You would have worked, because I don't want you to put all of this prep and not have a result to show for it. I want you to have a result. It got to be an evidence-based, proven. So please, the way that you can acquire that is by you going out and marketing. And there are so many ways to market, and that's what I'm going to highlight today. We want to talk a little bit about putting our business on the blast. First of all, investments that you're going to put after your time, you're going to invest in Google, because we've come to realize that when people are looking for something, they don't call their next door neighbor and say, hey, where can I buy pizza? The first place that they go to is a search engine, Google, to search, so Google can direct them to the nearby location. Remember, Google uses a geographical location, so you want to tap into that resources. And I told you how you can, even if you don't pay for Google ad, there is another mechanism that you can adopt when you want to invest in Google search. I told you the other day when I had my QR code session, a lot of people still do not know. Yeah, to mommy. I'm on Instagram and I am on Facebook. All right. So I want you to hold your lips and keep quiet. So you're going to use your Google review to your advantage. And the only way that you can get Google review is by having a review, good reviews. Because, and it's only the Chinese people that has this concept. I don't see this concept commonly used in the black man's business. The Asian, they invest in review. And I want us to adopt that method. I used to be an Amazon reviewer, and I review a lot of products. They'll give us those products for free in an exchange of an honest review. That's what you guys are going to do. So instead of you giving out people free services, what you're going to do is give out an excellent service. You're going to, when they come to you, when you have a client, you're going to give an excellent service. If you do, in return, you would get a 5-star good review because you've done a good work. So what you're going to do is use that QR code, that mechanism, that system in place by asking nicely, could you please leave me a review? By the time you have good presence on Google, people will do business with you because they would search you and you will populate in that search engine, and you can show up and people will come to you, call you because of your review. That's one marketing strategy. Another marketing strategy that I want you guys to adopt is, because a lot of times people do business and they don't see too many return, or too many crowd or whatever, what have you. You're also going to be going into you're going to be networking. You got to network. How do you network? All events that you can possibly attend, that's what you're going to do. And a little bit of giving. How can you do that? By giving your time. You don't have to necessarily hand, like what I do. There is this Start program, like a daycare program, that I exchange my services, and they don't pay me, but I go there and I give a little bit of my time. And I do that on purpose because when something big comes, I am going to be the number one candidate they will consider. So sometimes not all services will fetch you what you're looking for in the first run. So you're going to go and give some of your time. And again, this might look boring. All this thing that I'm saying might look too boring, but it does work if you understand the concept. It's for those that understand the concept, because what you plant today is not the same day that it would germinate. It's not the same time that you would reap or harvest. You gotta sow and wait for it to germinate, then you harvest. So by you plugging yourself in all events that you can possibly be at, because again, remember, you're just a location. You got to take yourself there. You got to take out the word there so people can know you. So we've identified that we can use Google search for people to know what we're doing, right? We're also going to have to be physically there, physical presence, networking, attending events. All right, that's another measure that you can use when you want to market your services. You're also going to do business with the government agency in your state. You have to plug yourself in your government system. Every state in America has a government system. You're going to sign up and be a vendor for every localities. That means your local agencies, your municipals, you're going to sign up to be vendor for all of those government agencies. Because at one time, because what you do is needed. You're dealing with organizations. You want to deal, because sometimes you have to think about marketing to individual level and marketing to the governmental level. All right, not government, but like, the employment, the organization level. All right, because sometimes organization uses our businesses a lot, our services a lot for pre-employment to help with drug-free workplace. All right, so an employer might be looking to, have a contract with you whereby you're going to be coming in and out to help them with their drug testing. So you can also market that. A lot of employers, when you go to their database, when you go on their website, they have on their website COVID-19 updated, blah blah blah. They don't even do this testing. They don't know about it. So you can take your business and market to them. You want to help them be compliant with COVID-19. Because everybody has that thing. You have to be compliant with COVID-19. Your protocols needs to commensurate with COVID-19. So you would be the one to facilitate that process for them. Okay, so it's doable. You can do that. So that's another measure of marketing. I've given you how many now? And of course, social media is so much. People misconstrue what social media is for. Social media platform, it's not so much for marketing. It's not a tool for marketing. It's a tool for your presence. Like, oh, when people search you, they know you're legit. They can say, oh, this is a legit business, because you're interacting on a platform. You have followers, right? You have people following you. You have people comment. So it represents that you're legit. You're a legit business. You cannot in turn use that one medium. Social media is just 10%. If you have an influx of people coming in to ask for your services, they are not 100% out of time from social media. It's just to make you have a presence, but it's not going to be duplicated or replicated for marketing. All right. And I specifically teach a strategy course for the populations that uses our services. All right. We've identified that we have employers, they use our services, organizations, not just employers, but organization, chamber of commerce. I don't know how to share. How do I share? Do I have to share this video? I don't know how to. And I need you to come on board, Lavon. I told you, you got to be here. We got to do the needful. Remember, the plan is to upgrade in 2023. Is to take our businesses to the next level. Remember, we are multi-business owners, all of us. We need to do branding and be creative with our thinking and with the way that we do things. We cannot do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. You gotta do something different to get a different and a positive result. So that's what you want to do throughout 2023. And it comes with this last month. You have 2 months grace. Because remember, there is this spirit when it comes to New Year, new stuff. If you're making a certain amount of money, you wanna make more. So it's new revenue, right? New business, new clienteles, new ideas, new services, what have you. So go in that flow for your 2023. Go in that flow for your 2023. Use this last 2 months to prep and get ready. So by the time 2023 comes, you're executing. And I'm sharing with you with all of this so that you can know that there are so many ways that you can attain customers. And again, you have to remember that you cannot sell a product. You have to put in mind, whenever you're selling your product, you want to sell solution. People want to help. People want to hear how you want to help them solve their problem. If you want people to come to you to do drug testing, you have to tell that person how you're going to use that result as a solution to their problem. You always want to sell solution and not the product. How about that? That's what you want to do. 2023, you want to sell solution. You don't want to sell the problem. If you're in the staffing business, you want to sell the solution. All right. And Lavon, we identified 2 things that are being the problem when it comes to staffing: overhead cost, having them have to pay for work comp, all those things. We want to, as a staffing agency, we want to help them eradicate all of this extra cost, and we're gonna take the burden. We're gonna be the one to pay for the insurance, the liability, all of those good stuff. They don't have to. We go through the hiring process. We go through the interview process. We help them staff the right candidates. That's the solution. That's your marketing pitch when it comes to staffing. And it's the same applicable pitch, applicable to anything that you sell, to any services that you sell. Selling the solution, all right? Helping people navigate the system is a solution system that I sell. And that's the same concept that you're going to run away with and fine tune it to you when you're talking to people and when you're marketing people. So again, guys, do not waste time too much. Facebook is going to be there. It has come to stay. You need a Facebook page. You need a Facebook business page. You need an Instagram Facebook page. You need an Instagram business page. You need all those pages. But those pages is not going to bring the revenue for you. You have to take yourself out there and network with people. Chamber of Commerce. All right. I am a chamber. I'm a member. And I was able to, they always have events, because you remember, you paid those people. They always have a network social system. There is always some event. There is, when we have a news, when there is a grant, when there is anything, you get to be the first core people that have this information, because you're in that system. You're paying to get all of those good stuff. So enroll, sign up, join your Chamber of Commerce. It's just one. And that allows you to network and navigate the system. All right, remember, you're a new business, so you need all of this extra stuff, extra help to help you get to your next level. Guys, I hope I'm making sense. So again, and there are so many ways to save money to do things. Okay, like the government system, where you enroll in your system, like in your government, wherever you can, in that, I mean, not wherever, like their website, like their program, you would have access to procurement. You can enroll to be vendors. It doesn't cost membership to enroll in being a vendor for all of these localities, like I said, in those municipalities. If you're doing fingerprint, you have a live scan fingerprint business, you can be the one that will fingerprint all the policemen, all their teachers, all their daycare. We have provided as, before you can work with a child, you need to have this background check. You can be that sole provider to provide the services. All right. So many services. How about DNA testing? All right. You can be that solution provider. Anytime that you have a service, consider it as a solution to the system. Consider that as a solution to the system. But you can comb your hair and get on this thing. I wish I know how to send a request. Thank you all so much for sharing this video. Always love and share my videos. It does helps my ministry. Lavon, I'm waiting. Let me tell you what Lavon said. I think I said it, but let me say it again. Lavon said that there's 2 things that you said, Lavon. The first thing that you said was that it is not everybody that is a good fit for a startup business. So you guys will actually have that little problem. So when you're hiring, remember to always fine-tune your candidates. You want to hire the right candidate, because some people, remember, they're just there for the money. Some people do not genuinely care about the business the way that you care for your business. So when you're hiring your candidates, make sure that you have the right candidates that can help you with your vision and your mission. Because starting a business, startup phase, is so hard for you and for the person that you're training. And that is because everything you're trying to see what works and what doesn't work for you. All right? You're trying to find your niche. Now, the second thing that Lavon said that stood out to me was, I don't think is appropriate, but then she said, a lot of times we all do not want to, encourage each other. Lavon has a Facebook page, That's an accountability partner group that I encourage you guys to join, because in that group, what we do is we have an accountability partner. We all talk to each other, and we all do a form of check and balance. All right, you do a check and balance. It's a check and balance system, making sure that we are accountable for something. We have a goal that we have to meet. What is your goal for this week? You have to meet your goal. One person's goal is to do life more, to be confident more in what they do. And you need that person, your accountability partner, will help you attain that goal, because you have that person to ginger you, to help you and say, hey, it's doable. Don't succumb yourself to peer pressure or cyber pressure, because those things don't make you. All right, so let's do recap. All right, guys, I want you to invest in your business, please. You're going into 2023 for a reason. And that reason, you must not start 2023 preparing, because you want to go in 2023 to execute your plan. If you have any course that you need to take, go ahead and take that course. Remember, every money that you spend is an investment. It will come back and you're going to get the return. So don't always let some tiny money push you back. If you need to get in a payment plan, go ahead and get in that payment plan. Do not let anything stop you from achieving your goal, because at the end of the day, when you make that money, it is meant to be spent. So spend money. Instead of you taking vacation or buying a new shoe, use that money and buy you a new course to take you, to help you fashion and brand you, groom you, so that you can get to where you need to be in 2023. Sign up for those courses. Take those courses. Take that class. Get those policies and procedure in place. Complete your binder. Complete your homework. Get everything ready. Get it set. So 2023, you're executing. You're going. You're launching. You're doing what you got to do. You're advertising the new services. If you're already in business and you want to add new, you're adding new. You might be in the consortium, or you might be a trucking owner, and you want to learn how to, integrate into drug testing, because you've realized that you're spending too much money. You keep giving people money to do drug testing for you, and you want to have a vertical business so that you can keep all the money in-house. So now you want to add new service, and that's your drug testing. It's the right time for you to do it. Do not push it back, because guess what? If you do, you're still going to come back to that, because it has been laid in your heart to do it. All right? It has been laid in your heart to do it. So go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. All right, Lavon. I'm going to bring you on the next time that I go live. And I would give you heads up. You have to be prepared. There is no time for excuses. There isn't none. All right. Miss Enagberi, are you still here? Yeah. So for example, as you can see, Lavon is working on our website today and doing rebrand. When she made that website in the beginning, she did something. Look, and that means if you're rebranding, that means you're upgrading. You have a clearer vision, and that's what businesses does to you. That's why it's better for you to start now, because you don't want to take a journey that takes 10 years. You can accomplish that if you already know what you're doing. You can cut a long journey. You can cut it short and start making the money that you desire, or start doing the things that you desire to do. All right. So rebranding is a good thing. Upgrade, because that's your upgrade right there. The same thing applies to me too. Hey, Fanita, how are you? The same thing applies to me. Miss Fanita, this is the right time. Whatever you need to do, you can start small. That's another thing that I think I should have mentioned. You can start small. You don't have to start big. All you need to do is start, and your business grows. Business is like a plant. It gotta grow. There is no business that you would not nourish. You gotta work, invest, put time, put all of those good stuff. Then you will see it bloom. Then you will see it flourish. Then you will see it prosper. But you do have to start. And this November, this end of the month, is giving us an opportunity to revamp, to wrap up things, get everything ready, so we can go in 2023. I am really excited about 2023. I can't wait for it to unfold. because guess what? I am in my prep phase. I am branding. All right, y'all. I am branding and I can't wait. Good listening. Absolutely. It's always nice to have you, Fanita. I've always enjoyed working with you, and I cannot wait for people to see what you've got. You know, Fanita has been working back doors, working hard, and she's been also doing rebranding. A lot of girls that I've been talking to that are on my, that I know that we talk, we are all coming for 2023. So if you're listening to this, this is your time to take over. This is your time to revamp. Because let me tell you, the sky is so big. We all can soar. We will all soar and soar high. There is no competitor here because it's a parallel lane that can never be met. It's two separate lanes. Everybody's on their lane. We all have our strengths. We all have our goals and our mission, and they're not the same. We are different people, and we have different skill sets, different mindsets. We all can do it and lift each other. So if you need help, consult, get the help that you need so you can get to where you need to go. You know, you got to start now. You got to get going. All right. So that's everything. That's everything. I can't wait for the world to see what we got cooking in 2023. I love you all, and I'm excited about 2023. And I want to use this medium to specially invite you, if you have not taken your DOT course, the number one thing that you do need to do before you can open a business, a drug testing business, is for you to be specified, to be DOT specified, specimen collector. You have to be certified. All right, you got to be certified. And how can you be certified? Is by you going through those steps. You do need to show competencies in those 5-month collection, because again, it's a regulated test. So you got to show competencies, and upon that successful completion, you're good to go. Even if that's everything that you need. You don't waste that time. Don't waste that time. Because guess what? By the time you start testing, if you have 5 candidates that you test, you're going to get your money back already. So whatever you put in that class, whatever investment, whatever revenue that you use in securing that certificate, you can get it back. That's business. Return is what we call it. You're returning your harvest. So it's doable. So get on that class. I'm having 2 more classes, all right? And purposely, I wasn't going to do the last. This was supposed to be my last. But I'm going to do one more. All right, so one is in November 10th. All right, November 10th, yeah, and that's next week, in 5 days to come. All right, so if you need to sign up, go ahead and sign up for that class, because that class will enable you to do drug testing. And if you can do DOT test, you can also do non-DOT. So that means you can actually capture two population. All right. There is a whole lot of lists that are under that non-DOT. So you can capture that, people. So you can do your DOT and non-DOT if it's just that one. All right. And there are so many more services that we've identified that you can do. And you can even do that mobilely. You don't have to have a brick and mortar to do this drug testing. How about that? So that's how you start. So that's one way that you can start your business in 2023. All right. And the next class will be announced. And that class is going to be, well, I don't know. Let me not say what I don't know yet. All right. But this month is my birth month, guys. All right. So good news coming our way. But don't wait too long to get on track. I love you all. I love you all as usual. I mean what I say. I do love you. And watch out for my next video. All right. Thank you so much, and bye-bye. Bye for now.